Well, hello everyone, it's George Bairuthi here giving you the market report for Wednesday morning, the 3rd of May 2023. Let's go and see what happened overnight. We found the Dow Jones, that's the index for the top 30 stocks in New York, down 1.1% or 367 points. The S&P 500 was down 1.2% or 48 points. And the Nasdaq Technology Index 1.1% down or 132 points. Tesla in New York was down 0.94%, and Apple down 0.6%, $160.31 and $168.54 respectively. BHP and Rio both in New York were down over 1.5%, as you can see here. BHP 1.55 and Rio down 1.66. In Europe, the StoXX 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, was down 1.5%. That's on the back of the FTSE down 1.2%, the CAC in Paris down 1.4%, and the DAX in Germany down 1.2%. The futures this morning indicate that most likely the market will open down 113 points or 1.5%. And yesterday the ASX 200, our market gauge, was down 0.92% or 67 points. Gold shot up this morning, $2,015.74 US cents per ounce. That's actually up quite a bit because yesterday morning was below 2,000. Silver, $25.62, down 0.1%. And Brent oil down 5.1% to $75.23. And West Texas crude oil, $71.59 US per barrel. Iron ore price was down $12.53 US. That is actually down 10% to $103.61 US per ton. The Australian dollar was trading at 66.6 US cents. And the 10-year yield in New York, in the US, 3.43%. And we follow that slightly below it in Australia by 3.37%. Bitcoin in US dollars, 28,700, slightly above yesterday morning price, and that converts to approximately 43,100 US. Remember the highest level in Australian dollars, 43,100 Australian dollars, and the highest level in Australian dollars over the last 2 years was 88,900 or 66,800 US. And the lowest level in Australian dollars, 23,700, maybe about 7-8 months ago. And that converts to 15,600 US, again about 6 or 7 months ago. All right, let's go further and investigate what else we have. Advance and decline. Yesterday in our market, 43% of all the stocks went down and 21% were up. But if you look at the number of days where the declines exceeded advances, out of 2, 4, 6, 8, we have 6 days out of 8 where the declines exceeded advances. And you can see here 43% is the highest level of declines over the last 8 days. All right, the volume, as you can see here, the volume was down, even though most of the stocks were actually declining. If you look at the combination of 5 days each column, we find that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 bars representing 5 days each were actually showing the declines exceeding the advances. So we are not really in a bullish market. We more or less, we are a slightly bearish market, as you can see here by the number of declines over the number of advances. Okay, we move even further. And the 3-week wrap, we find that over 1 month, the Dow, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq were all up. And even our market, we were up 1.8% over the last month. So you can look at week by week, but when you put 1 month together or 3 weeks together, you have a better idea. So you can see here 1.25% rise over 3 weeks, but then you've added an extra the 4th week, which we can't see here. We have additional profit going from 1.25 to 1.8%. So we had a good 4 weeks combined together. Soybeans continued to go down, 5% down to $74.75 US per bushel. And the Australian dollar on Saturday was 66.1. However, over today, we can see that the market was actually up. So 66.6 US cents. Okay, let's continue. Let's have a look at our trading portfolio. Yesterday on our market, the market was down 0.9%. But you can see here, even though we were all negative across the 4 portfolios, the conservative portfolio actually did not do as well, underperformed the market. We were down 1.2%. However, the other 3 portfolios, we were down, yes, but we are down much less than the market. If now you look at when we started to trade again in this financial year, remember we closed all our positions before the end of June last year, and we set on $250,000 across each of the portfolios, and then we started to trade on the 7th of July. You can see here the market, the overall market since the 7th of July was up 9.3%. But we've done very, very well with the conservative portfolio. We were up 16.2%. However, we haven't done as well with the other 3 portfolios. So that's since the 7th of July. So let's see what stocks we are trading. Here we go. In the conservative portfolio, as I mentioned, 16.2% rise. That's on the back of Whitehaven Coal, 36%, Mineral Resources, 29%, and BHP, also 28%. James Hardie, we're losing 0.9%, and CBA, we're losing 0.99%. All right, now the other 3 portfolios, the good trades, Sayona Mining 17% up, Appen 17% up, Coronado 16% up. The other 2 portfolios, Life 360 up 10%, ANZ Bank 9.8%, and Main Pharma 8.2%. And here WiseTech giving us the best results here with 39%. And Lake Resources, Core Lithium, these are actually lithium-based mining companies. And you may know that lithium prices have actually come down quite a bit in the last 6 months. Zip, this is actually like buy now, pay later, was down 12.8%. Okay, now let's have a look at the volume. Telstra was up 2%. However, the volume was 28.7 million versus an average of over the 50 days of 23.3 million transactions. Telstra price $4.38. The fair value is $4.51, so we only have 3% more above the last price. If we go down the mid cap, PointsBet, we entered the market today with PointsBet. Closed at $1.85. The fair value is $4.04. It's almost double. That's why we entered the market. Kogan, we have that position available, $4.43, and the fair value is $7.10. If you're shorting the market, Mineral Resources was down 0.7%, and the volume was 14% above the 50-day moving average. All right, to close this presentation, we go to the most active stocks. We found that Cleanaway Waste was up nearly 6%, trading at $2.56. However, the fair value is $2.58. Omni Bridge, $2.41. That's the last price, and the fair value is $3.40. So we have 41% extra value above the last price. Westgold, $1.55, and the fair value is nearly $6. We have almost 3 times the price, the last price. We have 281% above the last price in fair value. All right, well, that's about it. If you want to communicate with me, local people, 0411 259526. If you're ringing from overseas, 6161 is the country code for Australia. You don't need the 0. 61 411 259526. You don't need the 0, as I said. And if you want to write to me, you can write to George at FS. FS stands for full service. George at FS Securities, plural, fssecurities.com.au. Trade wisely and fairly, and be vigilant. And we talk to you again tomorrow.